Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. It's just a short one today. Come up to have a look, make sure that the winter cover is okay for the caravan. Everything looks a little bit icy, but I have found a problem, and it is a problem that's been caused by myself really. When we put the cover on, I'll show you what I mean actually. Let me just grab this. When we first initially put the cover on, it was quite windy, and inside the bag, and I will show you in a little while, inside the bag there was these extra pieces of this covering that goes in the channel of the awning rail. And at first I didn't realise what they were for, but now I do realise what they're for. Obviously they go around the rail, which obviously goes around here, and we've got this problem here. The drip rail for the front of our caravan has come through. It's actually broken through the actual fabric, so I'm going to have to address that. I'm a little bit cheesed off about that, but there you go. That's my own ignorance. So yes. Apart from that, everything else on the actual caravan winter cover looks okay. Hello, right, welcome back. We've found some of these in the bag, which I should have used when I initially put the cover on, but I didn't realise what they were for, and you know, when you look at them now, it's pretty obvious what they're for. They actually go in the awning rail, and they sit over areas that have got pressure on them. You know, that's the only thing I can imagine they're for. And what I've done is, let me just get under the cover here. Oh, you can see, look, because the front of the caravan is out of the sun, it's got condensation on the windows. I'm going to go inside and check in a little while. But anyway, these pieces here, they go in the rail. And this is the gutter here, you know, the bit that overhangs on the front of the gutter, on the front of the caravan. They just slip in there, and then that takes the pressure off the fabric at the front of the caravan. I was saying that you know, that the only other pressure that's exerted down on the fabric is up here, where we've got the vent for the actual heating. And obviously we've got a TV aerial there as well, but other than that, the water's beading off of it because obviously it's, you know, it's waterproof. The one thing I didn't show you on this winter cover is it's got a Velcro strap seam, sorry, all the way down this side and down on that side as well. I'm going to get down here because I did say that I was going to check the steadies to make sure they were okay. So just bear with me a sec. Oh, right, now this is one of our steadies, and actually they do look in very good condition. I've never done anything with them, and by the looks of them, I don't really need to do anything with them. I'll go and clean up the thread. What I'll do is I'll get some WD-40, spray that over the thread just to, you know, loosen up any debris, wipe that all off, and get a wire brush and just, you know, rub that through the thread, and then re-grease them with some white grease. The actual friction bars, pads, sorry, I'll show you on that one over there. They actually, sorry, it's a little bit shaky. That one over there looks rather good condition, and so does this one over here, what I can see of it. On inspection underneath the caravan, everything looks a-okay. There's our spare wheel. I know I said about the Martin, the caravan nut, I know he said on his one he had a couple of divots in the actual wall of the tyre, because it was, I think the actual carriage was exerting pressure onto the actual sidewalls of the tyre, so he had problems there. My one, looking at it from where I'm sitting or laying, there doesn't seem to be any pressure, because there looks, and again I'll just focus in on that, there's a big gap above it. The pipes obviously run there, so you know, we don't seem to have that problem. But what I will do is I will get that out at a later date. I'm not going to do it today. I'll get that out at a later date, and we'll have a look at that. So yeah, that's the underside of the actual caravan. Everything looks fine underneath there. We have got to have a couple of new tyres in the next year, so we'll be putting two new tyres on it at some stage, either middle of this year or at the end. But yeah, that's the only thing on the outside of the caravan was them holes, but hopefully that's going to be okay. Right, let's get inside the caravan. Oh, excuse me. Everything looks fine in here. We don't seem to have any damp issues or anything like that. Everything feels dry. I did have a look at the dehumidifiers, and they're fine. No water. So what I'll do is I'll leave them and change them another day, but everything else seems to be a-okay. So anyway, right, okay, I think I'll end it there. I'm going to take another look at the front of the winter cover at them pressure points, just to make sure I've done that okay. I mean, obviously we've had some bad winds, and not really knowing what them pads were for, it's sort of thrown me a bit. So yeah, yeah, like and subscribe, share this video if you would, and if you found it interesting, give it the thumbs up. And yeah, we'll come back with you when we're going to do the spare wheel and take that off.